Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better
Best
than
thing
this.
about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What
it,
up,
man?
what up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You been doing
That
it.
boy got no sense.
And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got none other than the Commanders and SCSU number one fan, Chuck Little John. What's up, Brody?
What's happening on this wonderful, wonderful hump day?
Yes, sir, man. It's a great day. It's a great day. We will have our other co-hosts on. Decatur's realist, Corey Davis, to be on in a little bit, man. So before we jump in, though, we do want to thank everybody out there who's rocking with us on Twitter, on Twitch, on Facebook, and then on YouTube. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Remember, always bring a friend, tell a friend about the crew and you. And when you're doing it, also tell them about the event that we are doing. We have teamed up with the Adaptive Life Foundation for a charity golf tournament on April 10th, 2023. Make sure you bring your foursome. Come compete with us, man. Come fellowship, come laugh, and golf with the TCY crew. It's going to be a great, great event. It's for a great, great cause for adaptive life living for amputees, people who may have lost a leg or an arm due to diabetes, man. So this is very, very dear to our hearts. So we hope that you all participate and come out and play with us, man, on April 10th. All right. And while we're at it, man, let's go ahead and give none other than our great sponsor, Mr. Alvin Jameson. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. All right, let's jump right in, my dog. All right, so let's start here, man. I want to start here and some really, really good news for about a sad situation. But Vanessa Bryant won her lawsuit. Well, it was a settlement against LA County for the malicious content that they put out of the death of the 7 individuals on the helicopter that crashed back in 2020. They finally settled this week or sometime this month or last month for $28.5 million from the helicopter crash. Yeah. So I know she's given a part of that to the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation. That's Kobe Bryant's and his daughter's foundation that they have for basketball. And I'm glad that they got some kind of retribution for what happened. I thought it was poor by the LA, police and everybody that was leaking information about what happened before,
Right.
It even got to the family, man. So I'm glad that they got, like I said, some kind of retribution for that. I want to speak to that, OG.
Yeah, maybe a big time lesson learned for them for hopefully nothing like this happens again. But unfortunately, if it should, it teaches them a lesson on how they should conduct themselves and govern themselves accordingly. If not, they're gonna face the same type of music again. So, good for her.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I love the way that she's coping, with this situation, man. You're starting to see her more. And I gotta give a big shout out to Pau Gasol. He was, I believe he's the godfather of the kids, and he hasn't missed a step, man. He's been there for them. Every NBA event that he's attending, he's bringing the kids along, so he's keeping their memory alive through the kids, man. So big shout out to Pau Gasol, the Hall of Famer, Pau Gasol now. So big shout out to him, man, for that.
So do you think she ever date again?
It'll be a long time, I think. I think she will eventually, but I think it'll be a long time before she decides to. Maybe after the kids are gone. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Good. That's great news. Great news. Also, I did also want to bring up another great thing that unfortunate incident happened to cause this to work. And then, this is how God works. It'll take things that look bad and make it working out good, man. So this Damar Hamlin, everybody knows he's getting better, man. But now there's a new law that has been proposed in Pennsylvania that would acquire AEDs at school sporting events. So he's making a change by what happened. And I think that's another big step in the right direction of trying to keep everybody healthy. And at these schools, at the high school level, at the college level, and NFL level, man. So I think that was a very, very important move that Philadelphia is doing. Well, Pennsylvania is doing, not just Philadelphia. And I look like we may have our guy. He is. His premier Happy Meal, Corey Davis. What up, Brody?
Happy as a meal can be.
Not the premier Happy Meal.
Look, that's when they put the milkshake in it.
That's not the Cardi B and Offset one, is it?
I don't want that one. That's a little. Nope.
You can keep that milkshake, buddy. Because if I was in your shoes, just drinking milkshake, it's gonna be some problems.
Milk don't agree with you.
No, sir. only if I had no plans of going anywhere. I'm gonna be stationed here for a while.
I know. Nah, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. If milk with wine, I drink it every day. I ain't gonna lie to you. I drink milk too much.
Oh, really?
What?
No intolerant in your body over there, huh?
If it is, I don't know nothing about it. Cause listen, whatever coming out, it's coming anyway. Bow, bow, boom, boom.
TMI, man. TMI.
Well, welcome on, big homie, man. Welcome on.
Appreciate it.
We just touched on Vanessa Bryant winning her award of their lawsuit, their settlement for the helicopter crash, and then we touched on Damar Hamlin, kind of Pennsylvania changing the law, to allow AEDs to be on the field, when at all the football or sporting events. So,
ADs aren't allowed on football? What do you mean?
I guess not all of them. Let me see. At all school sporting events. That will require, not allow, require. I'm sorry, require.
AEDs. What's an AED?
Great question.
I guess.
Huh?
I'm guessing that may be something to resuscitate you. I'm guessing.
Okay.
The fact that I'm not sure if that's the proper, but I guess seeing this is associated with him,
Uh-huh.
That would be my legitimate guess. But while Gator looking that up, my only suggestion would be is not only Pennsylvania, but all states need to consider this and have this in place in all states. That I mean, for all sporting events all over, based on because you never know what's going to happen.
I'm gonna share something real quick. So I moved back here in 2004 with my wife from Louisiana, and I went to a buddy of mine that went to the University of Georgia. He started boxing, and we went to see his amateur pro debut, right? Downtown is old raggedy gym, like most boxing gyms are. The circuit is everywhere when you're just trying to get a amateur boxing card. And because they did not have a defibrillator on hand, he ended up dying. Let me tell you what he ended up doing. God rest his soul. Walker ended up taking some caffeine pills to kind of give him an extra boost, a jolt, because he was so amped up for his pro day, but ended up taking. Do y'all know, like in the gas station, they had this little pack of pills. It's like 4 or 5 of them, the energy pills, caffeine pill, or get it up pill. They come in a little pack. Took one of those, and his heart was racing so much, when he went to like after, I think it was the first round or maybe after the second round, didn't go back for the third round. With amateur boxing, I think it was 3 rounds, but didn't make it to the third round, and his heart was just pounding, and it ended up not saying exploded, but it overworked so fast with boxing. And I don't know if most people know this. In a 3 rounds of just throwing your hands, it's intense. And he ended up dying that night at Grady because of heart complications, but at the same time because of just so much and the intensity. You know what I mean? So if they would have had, if the law, like I said, I hope that the laws have changed. I don't know if it is like Georgia or everywhere, but they just did not have a defibrillator in that gym, and he didn't make it that night.
And that's what AED is, an automated external defibrillator.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I figured that.
Yeah. Cool.
So they're requiring at each sporting event that they have to have one. And
so like the OG was saying, it's crazy that it's not, that they don't,
Right.
Yeah.
You would think they would.
I wonder if they're expensive.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they probably are. I'm sure they are. I like the way, DeMar, his impact on everything, is really affecting lives in a great way, So
are you saying it's him that's starting this, or?
No, I don't think it's him, but I think just because it happened inside of Pennsylvania, it opened up eyes.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, yeah.
So Philadelphia is taking this new step.
Yeah. Well, Pennsylvania, the whole state of Pennsylvania.
State Pennsylvania. Wow. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. So that's huge. That's
$3,000 on Amazon.
And that's just on Amazon.
Yeah.
So that's just probably the one you can take home.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's jump into this, man. Let's go ahead and jump into some more news. Deion Sanders, the great Deion Sanders, man. Prime time. He's getting a little criticism for some comments that he's made about his recruiting process. And Deion Sanders has come out and said, hey, when it's time for me to recruit quarterbacks, I'm looking for somebody with like a 3.5 GPA. I'm looking for somebody who's coming from a dual parent household. Their mother and father there. He feels like they are the kids that are raised not better, are a little smarter. And then he said, for his defense, he wants dogs, kids that are hungry, kids that come from a single parent background where they feel like, hey, man, I got to do whatever it takes to get to where I need to go. He's taking a lot of heat right now from these comments. Give me your thoughts, man.
I start off. Number one, I don't know how he can make that comment because he got divorced in 2013, I think.
What that got to do with anything?
That means his son is not coming from a dual family home.
At
And he a
first they were.
quarterback. And he a quarterback. Number one. Number two, that tells me, so that means that he would not have taken Lamar Jackson, nor Deshaun Watson either.
Or Dak Prescott.
Or Dak Prescott. He wouldn't have taken them. And my thing about this is, and I heard some comments about this earlier today. It may be, other coaches may have this type of stigma too. And if you do, why come out and say it? Like, just do what you do. Because it may hurt him in the long run because it may be a great athlete out there that's coming from a single parent family that may shy away from him if he even tried to recruit him. Because what he's saying, he may not even try to recruit unless they're a defensive lineman. So if you're a defensive lineman coming from a single parent home, then you're good. But if you're an offensive lineman or a quarterback, then you need to come from a dual parent home, and have a certain GPA. Come on, man, you can't. No, I've always been pro Deion, but Deion, I don't know about these statements here, man. Come on. Like I say, I mean, how you think he making? A lot of the single parents, I know there's single fathers out there, but most of them end up being single moms.
Mm-hmm.
So how you think this resonates with single moms? They have athletes out there that could be 4 or 5 stars. And they probably saying, you're not going to play for him. If that's the way he feels.
All right. Corey? James said Deion lost his mind.
Who said that, James?
James, yeah.
I feel where Deion coming from, man. Honestly, I ain't saying I agree. I feel where he coming from. I only, he just said it wrong. I get what he wants to bring from a position player. Now, okay, so even with him going through the divorce, him and what's his wife's name, Pilar. They even now, like I said, Pilar moves where the kids move. Pilar is finding a place in Colorado now. She don't want to, but look, because her kids are there, she ain't working. The check going there. She moving to Colorado. But I just, like you said, I think he just worded it incorrectly. I get what he's saying, because he said he came from that single family, home or whatever, and he was hungry because he didn't want his mom to suffer. He wanted to, he created prime time as a way to, he developed that character to make money. I get it. He wants to see the same type of athlete that he grew up around, and honestly, how I used to be back in the cut, your black athlete played on defense, and your well-established white guy was a quarterback, the one that they said was a smarter, that one that could pass a Wonderlic test, the one that could think on his feet, stereotypical at best, at most, stereotypical, period. But I think he shouldn't have said nothing. Nevertheless, he shouldn't have said anything. Nevertheless, what he put out there was, I guess, the players that he would see or that he grew up around, and he just did it wrong. But I understand what he's doing. He's just trying to get the personality out, or he's trying to describe the personality for the player that he wants to get. Mm-hmm. And he just did it wrong. But I do feel what he's trying to accomplish. He just, if anything, he just shouldn't have said shit. I'm sorry, shouldn't have said nothing. And just, you pick your player, when you recruiting them, you just don't say nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, honestly, he got a lot of quarterbacks that test horribly, but they're great athletes. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I ain't gonna diss him for it. If I were with him, I go, hey man, he said that wrong. He didn't do it right. But
so just in fairness to Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson had a 3.5. and
No, he did.
yeah, 3.5, and Deshaun Watson had a 4.0. So
Wait. Look at my face real quick.
hey, I don't know what classes they were taking, but
Do you ever say basket
So is that-
weaving and,
So is
and
that's in college or coming out of high school?
college, yeah.
Okay.
come on, man. Do you hear them brothers speak?
So Deshaun Watson actually set the record for cumulative EPAs for athlete at Clemson.
Okay. Sure.
So my dad said he's talking about the intelligence of a player of certain positions on the field, in his opinion. So not really, the not so much the background.
Is it the intelligence or the character?
It's a combination of both, but like
Yeah.
I said though, if that's the way you go recruit, then recruit that way. You gotta come out publicly and just say that like that.
Yeah.
Just recruit the way you go recruit. But you, like I said, I'm sure he directly offended single parents out there.
He probably had. Yeah, I'll go with that. I need a dumb hood on defense. Or a hood with a little bit of sense on defense. But I need an intelligent home guy on quarterback and offense.
Yeah.
You just said it wrong.
Yeah. So I think we all understand what he was trying to say. Like you said, I think it just came out the wrong way.
Just don't say it.
Yeah, just don't say it. James says, "Stop, Corey. I hope your son's not playing defensive line, or Kanisha needs to leave you."
It don't matter. Listen. Look, he doesn't qualify for defense because we're together. Then look, he a fool by himself. Look, smart and foolish at the same time.
So what he is doing is bringing more attention to Colorado, and as you can see, he is selling out games like crazy in Colorado. So Deion is the ultimate. What do you want to say? The ultimate salesman, entertainer.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows how to bring the attention. He kind of thinks on the level of a Jerry Jones. All publicity is good publicity. You know what I mean? No matter what it is. So,
of all people you could have compared him to.
I mean, but that's what he said. That's
why
Jerry Jones said. That's what Jerry Jones said. Like, all publicity is good publicity for the Cowboys. Like,
I know, but I'm saying for all people you compare Deion to, you had to pick out Jerry Jones.
You can't name one other owner Can you name another one?
I'm just saying. Why we going to pro? We talking about college. Why we going to pro? We need to stay in the college ranks.
Don't ever mention Cowboys name at all. But nothing.
I'm about to say, man, look, at least
college. We talking about college. How we gonna jump over to the pro? If we're gonna talk about college, leave it in college. This is what we're talking about.
What's up, my guy Pete? Welcome on, big homie. I gotta try to slide my boys in for a minute.
I know. And Corey don't have no problem with that, but I do.
I don't have a problem with the honesty. Jerry Jones is a salesman.
Yeah, it may be honest, but I got a problem. We're talking about college. If we're gonna talk about pro, let's talk about pro. But right now we're talking about college.
I thought we were talking about salesmen at the time. The comment.
We're talking about Deion at Colorado. That's
okay. Not a salesman at that time. Okay, I got you.
No, okay. Well, let's stay in football. Let's go to the NFL. All right. There was a list that came out today by ESPN, and they had spoken to. I guess they've sent out a questionnaire to all of the players in the NFL. And this questionnaire is to find out about the organization that they work for or they work with, how they feel about it. So they gave a report card for these
teams.
I'm not sure. Did y'all see this? Or did y'all hear?
No, I I can just sense where this is going.
Yeah, a report card.
A report card. And so the report card is for, the training facilities, the facility that they play at, their locker rooms, et cetera, et cetera. The personnel, coaches, and trainers, treatment of family members. So, like, do they have stuff for the family for games? Do they have suites for them? Do they have a section for them? Do they have daycare for the kids, while they're at practice, et cetera, et cetera. And then they have team travel. So there's only 3 Fs out there. And like I said, these are from the players. And the number 1 team is, surprisingly, I thought, was the Minnesota Vikings. They have the number 1 team out there. Honestly, I don't agree with this list.
Oh, wait a minute. Break this down again. What this list consists of what again?
All right, so facilities. How are your facilities?
Okay.
How are your personnel, your coaches, your personal trainers?
Okay.
Do you have a good staff? Your treatment of families. Do they have a daycare for your kids during practice? Do they have like seatings for your family when they come in? Do they have something for them? And then team travel. Do they provide you with a good seat on the plane? Is what they say. So this
is for the family. So the family experience.
This
for the treatment of the family.
Yeah. So the treatment of the family is in there as well. But all this is from the player's perspective. So at our job, they'll send you a questionnaire. Hey, what do you think about your supervisor? What do you think about
Yeah.
So
okay. So they're trying to get feedback from the players about either the team or the NFL.
Yes, from the teams.
Okay.
So it's just your team. You're not commenting on nobody else.
Okay.
This is just your team. So they got it from all 1,300 players. So, y'all want to go through the teams, or y'all want to just go through our teams?
Well, I'll be curious.
That's a trick question.
I'm about to say, give me your top 5, and then we'll go with our teams.
All right, let me see
if y'all don't mind.
So this top 5 is the worst or the best?
If you want the best, we'll go with the best.
Yeah, but they don't give me the worst. Don't give me the worst. Yeah. My team might be on it.
and like I said before, I don't agree with this list. I think this list is kind of I don't see how they. But I guess how can you disagree because it's the players? You know what I mean?
I was just about to say, are you on a team? How can you disagree?
I really can't really disagree. I don't play for them. So
hold on. So let me say this here, Chuck. So you know what that means? I mean the Cowboys are low on this list. If you don't agree.
Yeah.
All right. So the 5 best. It starts at Minnesota. Minnesota is your best.
Okay.
And they have a. They got an A.
Okay.
And so this is where it gets tricky for me, because they have A pluses out there. And I'm not sure how they're number 1, but they said they're number 1, so we'll go with them.
You still don't understand that you're not a player, okay?
All right. Number 2 was it? Dang, I think it was Carolina.
Where you list? What you thinking?
Yeah, no, because I got all the grades next to them, but they didn't put them. They just did them by alphabetical order.
Okay, well, do me this. Okay, well, give me your A's. So one go A plus first. Give me your A pluses then.
All right, so the A
in no particular order. Give me your A pluses.
All right, A pluses are Dallas.
Yeah, okay.
Just Dallas. All right, they're the only A plus.
All right, I'm done. We done. Me and Charlie done. You done.
So how is Dallas A plus, but then Minnesota's ranked number 1?
I was about to say.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So, Then your A's are Buffalo. Well, I'm sorry, Carolina, Minnesota. Those are your A's. Your A minus.
Wait a minute. Hold on, G. Hold on.
So I see where this is going.
Right. Hold on,
Because
man.
I'm looking at the list now. I see
see
how
it?
this is going.
You see it?
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
the list. But I also see who last too. So I see why we brought this up.
No, I didn't know. I didn't.
So the Cowboys, hey, OG, are you looking at it?
I'm just looking at the overall aggregate ratings of franchises from best to worst are as follows.
So the Cowboys is the only one that's A plus.
I don't see the ranking. I just see how they got on 1 through 32. I don't know where the A plus and stuff.
Oh, so where you getting this grade from, G? Is that what you looking at, OG?
No, I'm not looking. I'm just looking at the overall list.
Yeah.
Okay, yo, put your phone down then. Cause you only giving out A pluses to the Cowboys. Then you go to the one.
I'm going through all of them. I'm going through. I thought we was going.
So
through
nobody else has an A plus.
Nobody has A plus, dog. And so
That's what I understand. How can there be an A plus? But on this list, it's got Dallas number 5.
number 5, right? I don't understand it. That's why I said I don't agree with the list. That's why I said I don't agree with the list.
Is that why you said you don't agree?
Yeah, because it don't make sense. So I understand it's from the player's perspective, but how was Minnesota? So if you click on Minnesota, it'll tell you what they got at. And you know what? I think they probably have more A's on their list. So the Cowboys had a like a C or a B on their
On some of the categories.
Yeah, for team travel. So like team travel, they said they didn't like the team travel. They said they wish that they would have more first class. So the Cowboys, the players don't sit in first class. The coaches, everybody sits in first class.
Ooh.
Which for me is understandable. First class ain't but so big. You got 50 something people on the team.
But my understanding, you say this is the top selling team and all this kind of stuff, and they top this, top that. Why don't they just charter a doggone jet?
They do. They got their own class.
And
but everybody can't sit in first class though.
but my thing is, why the coaches sitting in first class? They ain't finna play.
It's less than them.
But they ain't finna play.
You gonna put a certain amount of people in the front.
Put your stars in first class, the one that need the biggest rest and all that kind of stuff, especially if it's a long flight.
That'll cause problems.
That ain't gonna work, OG.
That'll cause problems.
Hey, shake it up, baby. Well, put your captains in first class.
Put your 3 captains in first class. Yeah. What about the rest of the seats? Who they
become a captain.
But you only got 3 captains.
Okay.
Man, just put me by the exit door. I got leg room.
What about the rest of the seats?
What you mean the rest of the seats?
Like there's more than like 3 seats in first class.
Yeah, I'm saying for players, put the captains up there, and then I guess you got to sit the coaches there too. I guess.
But the thing that's kind of weird to me is, okay, so most teams have either a 747 or a 757, right?
Uh-huh.
So and a natural 747, 757, I think it seats like 100 people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit, just about, maybe a little bit more with equipment and all that stuff. I'm sure they had these things decked out, right, to accommodate a team. I mean, because it's only how many on the roster? 56 on the roster?
53, I think.
53? Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's like including your practice squad players.
They don't travel.
They don't travel, do they?
No, they don't travel.
Who?
Practice squads don't travel.
Practice squad don't travel, do they?
That's a big expensive for travel guy that ain't finna play.
I don't think your practice squad go travel.
Now we see him not dressed out at home games, but we don't.
Yeah, maybe not the practice squad. What about the ones that are not up? So you got 53, you got 45 to get to play, right? Okay. 46 to get to play, and then but you got a 53-man roster. So them 7.
So you're talking about the IRs.
Yeah, the IRs and all them. They get to come. You know,
But that's part of your 53, though, right?
that's part of 53. That's part of
Yeah.
53.
So 53 people traveling,
Yeah,
players wise.
player wise. So
Yeah.
you can't get 53 in first class. So I understand.
Right.
I understand that.
Well, the thing, if you can't get me in first class, then some of them got to sit in 2 seats. Them big
I
offensive
was
linemen
just about to say
sit. Them big
some of the
offensive
boys
linemen
get
can't
a
sit in just 1 seat.
some of them boys get a row. You know, I know they get a row. You know.
So that's equivalent to first class.
Yeah. I know that it ain't finna be the 240 or let's say 300 and 300 sitting on in the same row. You know, I know I got to have a row.
So
Man.
so guess who was second?
Let's see.
OG
In
though.
terms Eagles
No.
second. What about 49ers?
Nope.
Commanders?
Nope.
No, we at the bottom.
From a player standpoint, Pittsburgh.
Nope.
Nope.
Hint: there's somebody that's always on the podcast team. 2 people.
Somebody's on the podcast team.
Always on our show.
Always on the show.
Who always on the show? We always on the show. I mean, like on the Dolphins.
In the chat.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Number 2.
Dolphins. Okay.
And guess what their grade is?
C.
A C plus.
C plus. Okay.
But they're number 2.
And they're number 2.
They're number 2.
Okay. Okay. Who's number 3?
All right. Let's see.
So you say okay. Wait a minute. Let me go back. So you saying Minnesota Cowboys or Cowboys Minnesota? Which one was first?
Cowboys 5.
Oh, okay. So Minnesota,
Miami.
Miami. Okay. So who's on number 3?
I want to say next is Carolina. Hold on, let me make sure. Nope, that's not Carolina either.
My list say the Raiders.
Raiders. Okay. LV.
Raiders. Okay. So that.
Raiders.
Okay, I can see that coming from Davis.
So let me see what the Raiders what their gripes are. They come out with a B. They say they work at this workplace. The lowest graded category was the coaching staff. Player respondents felt that the head coach Josh McDaniel is less likely to listen to his players and keeps them for longer hours than other head coaches around the league. Longer hours are not correlated to winning, as 7 of the top 8 coaches rated as being most efficient with their players' time in 2022 survey made the playoffs this year.
Okay.
All right. So that's the issue that they had. They were third. All right. Who you got at 4, OG?
Huh?
Who you got at 4?
At 4 is the Houston Texans.
Wow.
At number 4, the Houston Texans.
They have a B plus. All right. The Houston Texans overall view. The Houston Texans finished 4th in the team guide. Their team travel philosophy ranked the best in the league. On road games, they give the players plenty of room to be comfortable, and for home games, they allow veteran players to stay in their own homes instead of team hotels. The biggest complaint amongst players respondents was the club is one of the only teams league-wide that does not either offer a steam room or a sauna. As one would expect for a team with the ratings of the 97 of locker room believes McNair are willing to invest money into upgrading the facility.
So you're killing me with how they're ranked in the grade.
Yeah.
That's
right.
well. Yeah, that's what.
Okay. All right. So now we're at 5, which is the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
And you said that, but their letter grade is an A plus.
A plus.
But they're ranked number 5.
Yeah. So the overview for the Cowboys: the Dallas Cowboys are ranked 5th best in the team guide, as you would expect for a team that's ranked this high. Most of what is reviewed, facilities, equipment, staff, and and general support of players was top notch. There were only 2 issues that stood out that the players feel could use improvement. First, the players feel like the training room is understaffed. The Cowboys trainers grade highly, but the players wish there were more training staff. Second, they are one of 7 teams in the NFL that does not offer players first-class seats for travel. Instead, coaches and staff sit up front, and players sit in coach seats both before and after they play. Another positive note: Mike McCarthy sets aside time every week for his players to recover, which is greatly appreciated, making him one of the most well-liked coaches in the league. 96% of the team believe that Jerry Jones is willing to invest to make the facility better, ranking him 12th overall with an investment into more staff into the training room and better travel accommodations. All right. You want to let's jump into what the Falcons. Y'all got to be. Falcons got to be. So keep your head up, man. It's all right. They got to be, right. But they ranked 23rd, which I don't get. Like you said, the Atlanta Falcons are ranked 23rd in our team guide. Many players respondents expressed a consistent complaint about not having enough room in multiple parts of their facility as they go through their work day. This feedback of players being too crammed, focused on the cafeteria, locker room, and weight room. The strength coaches are ranked as second worst in the league. The player respondents did not feel like they did get any individualized plan to help make them better. That's interesting. Wow. Despite some of these issues, our survey shows that respondents do have faith in club owner Arthur Blank. At 100% of the responses indicated that they believe he is willing to invest in upgrades to improve this facility.
Hey, okay.
They trust that he's going to, do what's right.
And we're 23, ranked 23.
Ranked 23.
Wow. Okay.
All right. And let's go with the Commanders. Let's see what they got to say about the
Commanders. Give me the rank. Give me the rank first.
They ranked 32nd. They were 32nd.
Oh wow, that's last. Okay.
Yeah. So
really, Corey?
I'm sorry. It may be 33.
The Washington Commanders are ranked 32nd last in our team guide. Besides the strength coaches who received great feedback and grades as one of the best groups in the league, the rest of the club's operations and facilities were rated by players' respondents as the bottom of every single category. The locker room does not have confidence that club owner Dan Snyder is willing to invest to upgrade the facilities. As players' responses rank him 31 in this category. Players have significantly more concerns with each area of the facility than the player respondents of any other team. For example, they were the most consistently identified as having an understaffed training room. Players also reported that they have some of the smallest hot and cold tubs for players' recovery, and only 35% of the players feel like they have enough personal space in their locker room. Finally, there are complaints of warm water and issues with poor drainage in the shower. Only 22% of the players feel like they have enough space on team flights. The Commanders are one of 6 teams in the NFL that make a segment for their players NFL that make a segment of their players have roommates before games, and one of 17 in the NFL that do not offer their players first class seats. So,
hold up, they have roommates and
yeah, some of them have roommates.
Pros? Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's
and that's expected because of the problems going on in Washington.
Yeah.
How old is FedEx Field? And it's still FedEx Field?
Mm-hmm.
How old is that stadium? It's been a while since y'all had a new stadium?
It needs to be remodeled.
Okay.
Yeah, it needs to be remodeled. All right, I thought that was an interesting thing. Like I said, I don't agree because I don't understand how they come up with the grades and then put the ranking of it all.
Yeah,
it's super confusing. But I thought it was an interesting stat.
To be ranked 5 but have a grade of A+.
Plus, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead, man, and transition on, fellas. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and transition on. All right. Let's move on to our NBA talk. And I posed a question for you all, and I want everybody out there to actually give us theirs. So I'll ask you all, man, who are your top 10 players in the NBA? Active top 10 players right now in the NBA. Let's go with you first, Corey, man.
All right. So, running off the top of my head, Giannis. I'm giving him the nod right now. It's it's the most dominant, my number one guy right now.
Okay.
Two.
It
I'm gonna go with,
only had to be in order. It just
okay.
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
All right. 2 KD. 3. I'm gonna go with Steph. 4. Trey.
Okay.
5. Let's go with Embiid. 6. I still put let me see, that's 5. 6, the beard.
Harden?
Yeah. yeah. As far as the best, this is the best.
What, Tatum? That's
Yeah. Tatum in there. It's for the Celtics. Yeah, he's in there. Wait, take. Hold on, take him out. Take the beard out for a second.
Okay.
Let's go. Doncic, Jokic.
Okay.
How many there? 7.
8. That's 8.
That's 8. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Doncic, Jokic. Yeah, that's 8. That's 8.
That's supposed to be 7. Cause I took out the beard.
You took out the beard, but you got Tatum, Doncic, and Jokic.
Okay. Then I'll go. Man, we got 10. I'll still let me add Ja.
Okay, that's 9.
And rounding in top 10. And I ain't gonna lie, maybe all over the place with this one, but I'm gonna go with Dame.
Dame. Okay. All right, OG.
We pretty close.
Okay.
Except for, I just called mine out. I got Giannis,
Mm-hmm.
LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
KD.
Yeah. Okay. You're good.
I got Jokic,
Okay.
Steph Curry,
Okay.
Jason Tatum,
Okay.
Embiid,
Mm-hmm.
Luka,
Mm-hmm.
Dame Leonard,
Uh-huh.
and it's torn between Devin Booker and John Morant. Devin Booker.
Ooh, look, okay. Look.
Get the nod. Okay.
Okay. All right. I think I'm pretty similar to you all as well. I got Embiid, Joker, Tatum, LeBron, Dame, Trae Young, Doncic, Giannis, John Morant, and I'm torn between Mitchell and KD.
You're torn between Mitchell and KD.
And KD, yeah.
Tell me why Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell and KD?
Yeah.
Those two?
Though, because KD's a great player.
Uh-huh.
But I have never seen KD lead a team. When he had an opportunity to lead it, he's been a great Robin.
Man, that dude Robin.
I haven't seen him be the man. I want to see him, like I've seen Mitchell take the Utah Jazz when he's the man, and take them to the number 1 seed. I've seen.
That's it though. That's it. You know,
I mean, what is KD taking his team to?
number 1 seed in playoffs. You know, same thing.
When?
Hey,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, OG.
the list was the top 10 players in the NBA, not the top 10 leaders. Not the
That's
top
what I
10.
think.
Not the top 10 need to be leaders. It was the top 10 in the NBA.
That's what makes you a top 10 player for me.
But that wasn't part of the qualifications.
I mean, what are your qualifications for your top 10?
The qualification was the top 10.
Why?
You said it had to be leader. So is everybody you listed on your list is a leader?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. So tell me why is KD in your top 10 then?
Because between him and Giannis, they're the 2 best athletes in the NBA right now.
What has he done though?
What you mean? What is he doing? When that dude is not hurt, he show up every night.
If we're talking about Joker, okay, so I mean, if I'm gonna use your theory against you, or if I'm using your thought against you, Joker ain't, you know, he get there, but he ain't won nothing.
No, he ain't won.
What's gonna put that same my man to play for the Celtics? He put that same thought out there. What's his name? Perkins. Put that same thing out there. Say Joker keep winning all these MVPs.
He said he was stat bad. He said he was stat bad.
Yeah. He said that too. But he winning MVPs, but he not getting to the promised land. He ain't tasted the gold yet. Not this.
Only reason KD takes the gold is because of Curry.
Regardless.
He got to though.
Where he got to at?
He got him at Golden State, but they gave him the green light to do what he do. You know,
it's easy.
He was
when you got
MVP
Curry on your team and Klay Thompson. It's easy to do that.
But you just saying the best stuff.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So I think the best you can put a team on your back and take them to the promised land. I haven't seen them take their teams to the promised land.
But does that mean he's not good? Does that mean he's still not the best in the league?
It's not in my top 10. And I'm talking about this year, right now. I'm talking about right now. If I was to start, let me say, if I was to start a team, and I didn't put Curry in there because Curry's hurt right now, so I might put him in there right now. Like I said, I didn't think he should have been in the All-Star game because I don't think he played enough. So I know Curry can be that person. I've seen Curry carry a team by himself. So I have yet to. He had an opportunity in Brooklyn to take a team by himself, put a team on his back, and he failed. Jokic is the best player on his squad. His team's the number 1 seed in the West right now.
And are they gonna win it?
And we don't know. But right now they're the number 1 seed.
But has he won?
They were the number 1 seed last year. They were the number 1 seed before that.
6 last year. They was number 6. They was number 6 last year.
So
Warriors was number 1 last year.
But if you've been deemed the MVP of the league, then you should be able to put your team on your back and take them to the promised land.
He's taking them to the playoffs every year.
Promised land.
Hey, it's
playoffs.
It's not easy to win, dog.
Playoffs.
It's not easy.
But you're adding extra lines on the term criteria. You know, you're adding extra.
This is why I think he's top 10. What is y'all top 10? So this is my top 10. This is why I think he's in the top 10. Why do y'all put?
Why you think? So
why,
you say
why you put KD in the top 10?
Wait a minute now. This is why you say who is in the top 10. Who you talking about now?
I said that's why I put these people in my top 10.
But did you make your decision between Donovan Mitchell? Did you make your decision?
Oh, y'all got Jokic in y'all top 10. But
right. But I'm saying, did you make your decision between KD?
With Donovan Mitchell, that was my decision, yeah.
Because so what's your decision?
Because I felt like Donovan Mitchell put a team on his back and took him over here.
So he's saying he picked Donovan Mitchell.
So you picked Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
So why you even consider KD then?
Because I think he's great. I think he's a great player, but for me, he just didn't put. He's not putting the team on his back. That's my feeling for it.
So he didn't put the team on his back when Kyrie hurt and Harden was out.
What they do?
I'm just saying that he was an inch away from making it. So he didn't put the team on his back then.
He missed a shot. It was
Yeah,
a short shot.
Well,
But-
I think he made the shot, but his foot was on the line or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kyrie was there.
Kyrie was hurt, man. Harden was hurt. You
They don't
don't
put
remember that,
Simmons.
do you? You don't remember that, do you?
Ah,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway,
I mean, I get why you're picking him, but when KD is on the floor, KD is the best guy on the floor.
listen, I'm gonna tell you. They told Stephen A. Smith today.
uh-huh.
Today is KD's first game playing, right?
Right.
The debut.
How let me about 10 or 14 days to see if you still got that same mentality.
He still went to somebody else's team. Like
Did he go there? Or was
No, he got traded. He got traded.
He
He got
go there?
traded.
Was he traded there?
He got traded this time.
He did get traded, but
Yeah.
he's still about to go ride somebody else's coattail.
And listen, that ain't. You know what he said. What ended up happening was, no, they were just unloading players. You know, they done put Simmons on ice.
Trade.
But
They
what?
wasn't-
But
they just decide he asked for a trade.
he
He
did.
for a trade last year.
He has one. He won out. So y'all talking about he got traded? Yeah, he wanted out.
No, wait a minute. He didn't ask for a trade, did he?
Yeah.
I thought when
It never came out.
yeah,
They never
KD.
gave it. He asked for a trade
Kyrie
last
asked for the
summer.
trade, and then
Right.
they unloaded. They unloaded KD.
And then when they got rid of Kyrie, he said, "Well, y'all got to do something with me now."
I don't remember that. I don't remember that necessarily coming out. But if you can find it, that's
We
fine.
need to move on. It's Wednesday.
Now, yeah, and normally in those cases, but I'm saying in those cases, you normally will trade somebody to a low seed, to burn out. But they end up doing a trade for him because they said they had respect for him, and they did a decent one. So
And we go agree to disagree on this one like we always do.
Right.
We still got other people. So, the Booker. Why you got Booker in your top 10, OG? Let's talk about him.
I mean, what you gonna say about him?
I mean, why did he make the top 10 for you?
Because I consider him one of the top 10 athletes in the NBA right now. Come see, come saw. Opinionated.
he said, "Come see, come sa, mama see, mama sa, mama kusa." Okay, so I mean, I guess sort of like how we don't agree with with G's last pick, over KD. Booker is a great player. I mean, I didn't pick him obviously, but to me, probably the same way, kind of controversial pick, though he is a dominant scorer. Top 10? Yeah, maybe.
How that made 14 days?
Are they going to the championship?
Yep.
Okay.
Hardy.
Ooh.
Did you hear me hesitate?
I ain't hear you hesitate.
So you jump ship on Golden State?
I just don't think Golden State will. Put it this way. I'm gonna do like I do G. On paper, they should go.
We ain't talking about paper.
No.
paper.
That's what you always talk about.
We talking about
But
paper.
it's just a matter of where they can jail over these next few games.
Now I will say this.
And I think they can.
When we just talked about this on Sunday, Golden State was number 9. They are now currently number 5. And the past, like I said, the last, I think they're now 32-30. I think if I'm not mistaken, or 33-30. Huh?
Yeah, 32 and let's see. They are 32-30. Yep, 32 and
Yeah.
30.
So when we talked about this last, they on a 3-game win streak right now, and Curry ain't got back yet. And we saw Clay, he getting hot. They starting to gel like we said before at the right time, but now they're in the 5th spot from 9 to 5. Now you're right. We don't know what KD finna do. We hope he be himself, of course, but like I said, it's about getting hot at the right time. But hey, we'll see what's up. And I think right now, Phoenix is 4. Yeah, okay. That's what's up. So yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
So let me ask you this, OG. Your Eastern Conference finals is gonna be who? I'm sorry, Western Conference finals is gonna be who? Phoenix and
the Grizzlies.
Okay, what's up?
I don't have a problem with that. I like it. I like it.
The Grizzlies.
I like it. All right, let me see. Oh, Corey, let's see yours, man. Who do you have on there that was a question? Oh, Trey. You got Trey.
I do.
You had Trey too, G.
Yeah, I know.
Dang. Thank you, OG. I really appreciate that. You know, I wouldn't have caught that right now. I'm finna try to defend my guy when he got it on his paper too. Dang. Okay. Next question. He said, "Why?" Then he goes, "You had Trey. Why?" Yeah, that's gangster right there, boy.
I want to see your opinion. Why you put him up there, dog?
You know, I mean, listen, the same way. I like him. He's my hometown guy, you know, and then I feel like he's the best at the crowd at the point guard position. Right now, he's the hottest point guard out there, at least I think. Look, and then you got him on your paper. Why you? Look, you pay to see him and go to a lot of games. all the home games. What you talking about?
I believe he is, man. I believe he's underrated. I believe he gets a lot of criticism, a lot of hate. That like he's your best player on your team and has been your best player on your team since he's been there.
Facts.
And the amount of hate and disrespect that he gets is amazing to me. Why do they label him as an antagonist or a bad guy? I don't get it. And it's people dislike and hate players that are good.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly, man, I just think they just don't like him because he's good. I mean,
now let me ask y'all this real quick. So, like I said, we watch the big shows, you know, the big letter shows. They blame him for the last two coaches being fired. Is that warranted for this guy?
Not at all.
But you did say this here to me though, because the players are now coming out saying that Nate was either inexperienced, not good at his job. They're making him seem real high school coaches, you know what I'm saying, coach like. And then they were trying to say that, you know, because, you know, Trae Young was throwing shade. Remember they said that Trae Young, the day that he got fired, had on a Steve Nash shirt, you know. I mean, it's throwing shade. It's that slight shade that he may do that, you know, that warrants him to be a bad guy. But then, is he a coach killer?
I won't say that, man. Are these coaches good enough? Are they holding up to the standard of a coach? Like, you have to make your team better.
How far did Nick McMillan take him?
He took him to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, that 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
When's the last time they went before then?
Last year, Coach Bud was here, right?
Yeah, Coach Bud. And for me, it's what he's always ends up doing. He doesn't get along with his star players. He didn't get along with Paul George. Reason he got fired in Indiana. Like, he doesn't know. He's I am stuck in my way, and you're gonna do it my way, or you're not gonna do it at all. And I always tell y'all he's very, very sensitive, and he holds grudges. And you can't, especially with these players nowadays, man, you gotta coach players differently. And if you can't adjust, then you're gonna have a problem.
Hey, these grown men get paid millions of dollars. Suck it up.
I mean, that's easy to say. It's easy to say that because they're making money, you get to get treated a way that you don't feel is right. I don't agree with that.
I'm going by the point you said that he's saying there's my way. Basically, said my way or the highway. So,
but that's my way or the highway. It doesn't work in a team aspect though. That doesn't work in a team. Like,
so, because the team now have coming out. They're coming out and they're giving. I ain't gonna even call it shade. It's just they're having a moment to give their truth. Mm-hmm. You know, listen to the young players. like you said, he's not. He didn't give them their just dues. He didn't. Like you said, he was giving time to the older players that sometimes that cost him games. Because he didn't want to bend and flex. Now these guys are coming out. Say it's refreshing that Coach Quinn. Quinn is giving us time. Coach Quinn is giving us an earful. Coach Quinn is giving us the ability to be feel like grown men. Like you said, I don't know if it's shade or if the truth is coming out.
So
And
how long is it going to change? How long is it going to be for that change?
I don't know. Nobody's saying nothing about what's going on over there in Dallas with Doncic. They talking about getting rid of that coach now.
Who?
Jason Kidd.
Because they can't figure out how to play both him and Kyrie.
Yeah. So now are they gonna say Doncic is a coach killer? No, they ain't gonna say that.
Not what they're gonna say. In his case, they'll say you got two bona fide stars in your team and you can't figure out. And then you're supposed to be one of the best point guards to ever do it. Not guard, point guard. To ever do it, and you can't. And these 2 point guards, you can't. For some strange reason, you can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie is a point guard in terms of his position. He may be he loose up here, but that man can play the point.
I think it could be a problem. Name one basketball.
That's true.
Hey. I think he's getting a lot of heat, and let me say this: he should be, I guess, because he is the star on the team. The star on the team is going to take the most heat.
Okay.
LeBron James takes the most heat. Kobe Bryant took the most heat. Michael Jordan took the most heat. Isaiah Thomas took the most heat.
Did Michael Jordan take heat?
Oh yeah. They all he do is shoot.
He don't like Michael Jordan, man.
Oh, he
Time check.
I got 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. All right. So yeah. Hey, James Littlejohn said coaches make a lot of money also. They got to conform, man. And a team has to work together. It can't be a dictatorship, man. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I mean, if you want the team
to work if they winning, it don't work if they losing.
Right. That's true. That's facts.
It depends.
It depends on.
It depends on how they're winning. Are they doing what you say?
Who lose their job when you winning?
People lose their job when they're winning.
There ain't one.
Huh?
There ain't one. He said, huh? Hey, yeah, you can hear.
Yeah. Jacques Vaughn, for example, when he was winning when he was with Brooklyn before and got fired while he was winning. Your boy, what's your boy? Let's go to football. Tampa Bay old coach Tony Dungy. He was winning.
Yeah.
Like it happens. It happens now. I mean, they do it. I think
but he lost his job for personal reasons. That godly thing. Not saying that that's terrible, but like I said, he wasn't finna be immoral, and that's why he lost his job. You brought in one of the most immoral coaches to take your spot and win a championship. In Chucky,
James said winning covers up a lot of problems. It does. It does cover up a lot of problems, but you're not going to win if your team is not on board with what you're doing.
Yeah,
so that's what I think. That was a major problem. So yeah, I don't like that Trey gets all this. Somebody they was on Twitter last night talking about this is why we got to get rid of Trey. He just does too much because he missed them 2 shots last night. Like,
did they lose?
Yeah, they lost. They lost last night.
Okay.
Like anytime they lose, got to get rid of Trey. Even though they were just on a 2-game winning streak. So they're like, hey Quinn, this is what you're coming to.
Yeah.
Trey, you gonna make these mistakes. Y'all kill me, man. Like this NBA is not easy to win, man. It ain't easy to win in the NBA. Bradley Beal caught fire last night. When Bradley Beal catches fire, what you gonna do?
Yeah, some guys when they do, I actually had a chance to watch Dillard go that 71 game.
Yeah.
I watched some highlights when, like I said, when you're in the zone, he's like you said, the net was this big, it just you can't miss a shot. So 71 points is a lot.
Yeah. Corey, you didn't have LeBron James in your top 10. Was that a mistake?
Not at all. I heard when the OG said it, I was like, he is great. He's still great. Is he top 10? Like we said, what's our top 10? The best, the best guys. He's good, but he's still at 38 years old. I'm gonna give it to him. He's still banging hard in the paint, But there's some new talent out there that's better than him, At least how I feel. You know what I mean?
Okay. Interesting.
It's a change of the guard to me, To
who?
It's a change in the guard with me. Like LeBron, he's still one of the greatest out there. But like right now, load management, hurt. I think is he coming back? Didn't he just get hurt again?
He out. Yeah, he out.
Yeah, I mean,
on his leg. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were like, you may not see him to the playoffs if they kind of can make the play in. Who knows? But right now they're hoping that he can kind of muster up some. He old. Old happened to him. Like how they say he got hurt. He got old. That's he old
all the time.
There you go, man. Undefeated. Undefeated. So
don't fold, Corey.
I ain't folding, Kamari. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I felt the same way about Kobe his last year, but he could do it,
right?
But you just know that there's a change of the guard out there.
Yeah.
That 60 points that on his way out, it took everything, and I still feel like with LeBron when that day he broke the scoring record and he took them 4 days off that Galen didn't like. That took a lot out of that dude. That's why he hurt now. He no telling what he did to get that, because he scored 2 baskets after that. That man was spent.
Yeah.
So
he gave everything he could for that record.
and you don't like it. Got 5 guys.
All right. OG, what you about to say? Oh, you muted. You
mute yourself.
I said I'm listening here. Y'all bashing LeBron, but it's all good.
Hey, are we bashing him or truth? Truth telling.
But I tell you one thing: the Lakers won't win without him.
That's not true. Is it true? They didn't win 2 games without him, right?
Yeah, they won some games without him. Yeah.
Yeah. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Are they gonna make the play in?
Right.
Oh, okay. He go to the real deal. They ain't gonna make the play in.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because my boy out today.
Listen.
Who? The one you said doing so great?
He was balling.
65, Mr. 65 games. What, he hurt again?
Yeah, he out.
2 minutes.
He out.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, he out. He out. I think Anthony Edwards, he's played the most games out of everybody in the league, and he's played 64.
Not Anthony Edwards. I thought you said your boy from the Knicks has played every game.
He ain't missed a game.
Who?
Anthony Edwards.
I thought what's your boy name that was in the 3-point contest at the Knicks? He hadn't missed either, has he? Randall.
Let me see how many games around. I had it up here somewhere. Let me see.
Yeah, I thought if anything, maybe in the East. I don't know, but I thought he was Eastern Conference Iron Man.
Okay, let me see.
I may be wrong.
I think he was up there too. I think he was up there with 62. I think it was, but I'll make sure. Let's see. Randall 63. Yeah, I'll be at 63.
Okay.
You right up there.
That's up.
All right, man. Great show, fellas. Real
quick before we leave, man, I want to do something and share with everybody. Everybody can do this with me, you know what I'm saying? It's a little simple game that we're gonna do real quick.
Okay.
All right. I want everybody just say, look, you can write it down, do whatever you want to. I want everybody then you can post when we finish. I want everybody to think of a number. You know, don't tell everybody, don't post it just yet. Think of a number.
Number between
Any number.
Between
It don't matter. It just think of a number. It don't even matter. All right.
all right.
All right. Now double it.
okay.
All right. Now add 50 to it.
All right.
All right. Now I want you to slice that number in half.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now subtract the number that you started with from the number that you have now.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Yep.
What you got, OG?
I got 25. You done learned this somewhere.
Oh, yeah, be 25.
right.
I just seen this on TikTok or something.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, great magic. Oh,
Hey, OG said, I don't know, I'm on TikTok or something. Let me ask you a question. What number did you start with, G?
88.
What number you start with, OG?
74.
Okay.
Yeah. Man. The other numbers stay the same, so it's always gonna be.
Look, everybody got to figure it out.
Hey man, great show. Look, Jay said he got 24.
That means he can't count.
Thank everybody out there, man, on Twitter, on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Episode 76 in the books. Kamarie White, James Littlejohn. Hey, if y'all haven't checked out Kamarie White and his wife's new podcast, they got a new one out. It was great. It was great. Great show, man. Great show. He said he started with 24. He said he started with 24. They talked about masculinity on the show, and you know what are men not allowed to be masculine because of what they wear now, or you know what they eat, bananas and stuff like that. So
They eat bananas.
Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff going there. But a great
Depending on how you eat a banana, you better break that thing up. You better not.
That's what it said. You got to break it up. You can't just eat it regular, or they say you're gay. You know, so.
My dad didn't like me eat Fruit Loops when I was a kid. Hey boy, put that Fruit Loops up. Put that up.
Interesting. All right, well, good. Y'all check it out, man. What's up, Rodney Lil John? Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Pete Ruiz, my guy, man. Love you, baby. My dad, Larry Wright. Kanisha Davis, Crystal Wright, man. We'll see y'all on Sunday at 8:00, man. James Littlejohn, we are out. Peace.
Later, fellas.
All right.
Later, my guy.
G, hold back.
Okay.